You might not want to RV if...
This great adventure.
Full-time RV life isn't for everyone.
Yeah, we could kind of play devil's advocate here. You might think that we promote everyone should live in their RV full-time, but actually we don't.
It's not for everyone.
No, it's not. And we came up with a list of reasons why you might not want to RV. Do you want to do the first one?
Yeah. Number one, if you don't want to deal with poop, because RV living, you're gonna deal with poop, and lots of it.
That's right. You can only go so long before someone has to handle the stinky slinky.
Yeah.
So that is something that you need to be okay with, and I know not everyone is.
I'm not.
So have a designated slinky hose handler.
Yes. Was that what you call it? Slinky hose handler.
Sure. Tame that slinky hose.
Yeah. Number two is don't RV if you can't be flexible.
Oh my gosh. I think it's one of the number one things that you have to deal with on the road, especially these days with the pandemic,
oh my goodness,
is change.
Yes.
And uncertainty.
Things change all the time.
Yeah, they
even
do.
Like campgrounds where you think you're going to stay and then something happens, or anything, you could have a breakdown and that could change things. Things change all the time, and you have to be cool as a cucumber and let it roll off your back and just keep moving forward.
Yes, so if you're one of those people that is kind of rigid and really hates change and that really throws you off your game, might want to rethink full-time RV life.
Did I really say cool as a cucumber?
I think so. That's
that was lame.
That's kind of old. You want to always be sure to have a plan B, C, D,
maybe E,
and be ready to even go further than that.
An E and F. Just don't say the F word. Well, yeah, you can. What about people that aren't tool people or Mr. Fix-It?
Yes, as you've seen on our previous videos, things are always falling off or breaking. It's quite standard.
Yes.
And you need to be kind of a MacGyver.
Yeah.
Where you got to do those fix-ups and, you know, have some basic tools. And it would be quite expensive if you had to call an RV repair person to fix every little thing that went wrong.
Remember Tom's Tool Time?
Oh, yeah.
You're not much of a tool guy.
We've got more of Tom's Tool Time.
Are you a Mr. Fix-It?
Coming up. No, we've got plenty of things to install. Even the most expensive Class A RVs are, in some cases, poorly built. Remember that one we toured?
Oh,
yeah.
But this one has caused us less problems with things falling apart. So we're really happy with this RV, but we haven't been without problems completely. So
yes. I'm looking at something that fell down.
Yep, we had fixed.
One of our rides already.
Well, remember the microwave went out. We didn't have a microwave for how long?
Yeah, weeks.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So, things happen. Be flexible. Be fixy. Fixy. If you like a big bathroom, don't full-time in an RV.
Yeah, most RVs have very tiny bathrooms. Gosh, those vans, your toilet and the shower are like in the same
The shower's like
area.
over the toilet pretty much.
Right.
So everything gets wet in there. I don't know if I could do that.
I mean, we've always had large fifth wheels, so our bathrooms are still small, but they're quite a bit bigger than that. You don't mind if I come in here and like...
There's no room for you.
Over here.
Here's the counter.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
Standing, it's really tight.
Yeah, toilet to the cabinet here is tight, and it's just not a lot of room. And this is big for an RV bathroom, so this is almost like luxury for an RV.
There's some Class A's that have bigger bathrooms.
Yes, and some luxury fifth wheels.
Yeah.
They really put a lot into the bathrooms. Some of those Grand Design Solitudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, super nice bathrooms. So it's not that they're not out there, but you might be paying more money. So if you've got to have a big luxurious bathroom, might want to rethink RV living full time.
I keep seeing a cat running around, and I keep it's distracting me.
Like, cat.
if you like long, hot showers, RV life may not be for you. However,
yeah, there's
an
now
upgrade.
there's like exceptions to these that are all
I want it.
new. I forget what it's called, but it's mostly the newer Class A's that you can have. I think it's maybe Aqua Hot or something like that, where continuous
hot
water, which are
Yeah.
available in a lot of homes now.
Yeah.
And I think we need to see if that's available
I think we
for
do
this
too.
RV.
However, I do want to say that compared to our last RV, this one, I have longer showers here, longer hot showers here, and I haven't had a problem running out of hot water, but I do try to be quick out of habit from the other one.
We went from an 8-gallon hot water tank heater to a 12-gallon. So 50% more capacity in this one, which has been awesome.
Wait, 8 to 12 is 50% more?
Yeah.
8 gallons to 12. That's not double. Oh, that's duh.
Ooh.
How do I math?
We're gonna keep that.
How do I math?
That's gonna be a blooper.
Yes, I really see a big difference between the 8 and the 12 gallon. I'm able to wash my hair, before it was a struggle. I was like rushing. Now I feel like I can take my time and I'm good.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
That was a big
upgrading.
deal. I don't like turning the water off when I'm showering. I want to stay in the hot water. You get cold when you turn the water off.
So rethink those long hot showers if you plan to full-time RV. You might not want a full-time RV if you can't handle spotty Wi-Fi or internet.
What is that saying about you really find out a person's character when they run out of internet or don't?
You don't truly know your partner until you watch them react to slow internet.
What are you trying to say? Are you talking about me?
I tell you, I mean, that's one of the big things is RV parks and campgrounds are notorious for having bad internet.
Yep.
You can't rely on that. So if you're working from your RV, you need to have your own device and a backup, which is great to have. So if awesome high-speed internet is a thing and a must-have, you might not want a full-time RV.
It's a must-have.
You might not want a full-time RV if you can't follow a detailed checklist.
Right. There's things that have to be done in a particular order for you to have a successful teardown or setup.
Right, and you get those out of order, it can really mess things up.
Yeah.
And some people just aren't detail people. So if you're not a detail person, you might not want a full-time RV.
Speaking of tearing down and setting up, it is a lot of work. More than what people even realize if they don't RV. So that's one reason why it's a great idea to maybe rent an RV and take it out for a spin just to kind of get a feel for it, to see if it's something you're willing to do, because it's a lot of work.
Right, depending on what kind of RV you have, it could be an easy setup and tear down. Some Class A's, Class B's are that way, but fifth wheels and trailers are more work, and it takes a lot to get set up and tear down, and so it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy. And if you don't want to invest all that time and energy, you might want to rethink full-time RV living.
And not to mention the heat, the rain, the cold, the snow. You might be setting up in a time that's not very desirable.
Right. And actually, I want to talk about weather, like temperature. The temperature varies a lot more in your RV. So if you can't deal with fluctuating temperatures, where it might be really hot outside and your AC can't keep up, or it's really cold and your heat can't keep up. And even if it does keep up, the wall might be extra cold because these things just are not insulated like a typical house or apartment.
Right. Yeah, we've been in a few places where the air conditioner has a hard time keeping up, or some places where we actually have electric bill, it's not included, and the bills can be pretty high. Another reason you may not want an RV is if you're bad with money. You can easily overspend on the road.
Gosh, tourist attractions, eating out all the time. you can drop $100 just on a meal for 2 or 3, 4 people.
Yeah.
So you can easily overspend, and if you've got a budget and you don't follow it closely, that could be a real problem when you are RV living full time.
Also, what about unexpected repairs?
Yeah, exactly. And you need to have an emergency fund. You need to have backup money available for the unexpected repairs and expenses.
Yeah. Another reason you may not want a full-time RV is if you love gardening and yard work. Now, I'm not a fan of yard work, but I did have a garden in the past, composting. I loved eating from my garden, fresh foods, and it is a little something that I miss. But weighing, I really like doing this.
Yeah, there's just not much gardening or yard work to do when you're full-timing because you don't really have any property. I mean, unless you're like long-term for months in one spot and they let you do some of it. So if that's really a thing for you, you might not want a full-time RV.
Do you remember when I bought some herbs? And I was going to try to grow like mint and basil and just some different herbs in the RV. Fail.
But some people have successfully figured out how to do that.
Yeah, not me.
I just thought of, I suppose you could volunteer to do some of the yard work at campgrounds and RV parks.
And it may be a way to save money as well, because you can volunteer at local farms and they sometimes pay you with the produce. And I think that's a great way to save money and enjoy your gardening.
Yeah, and speaking of, some of those farms actually will have a spot to park your RV.
Oh,
too.
Yay!
So there's a lot of things there.
Are we talking about Harvest Host? They have farms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Harvest Host.
If you're really stuck on doing yard work and things like that, you might be able to volunteer at the RV park or campground you're at. They might be more than happy to let you mow the lawn or do some of the other cleanup and stuff like that around.
Don't RV if you constantly need to be around your friends and family. I do miss getting together with my friends and going have a pedicure with a glass of wine or meeting them for lunch or being close to family. But as we travel around, we meet friends and family all over the country, and that's your opportunity to do that.
Right. I recall you talking about a friend specifically that said that was the reason they were not going to full-time RV.
That was why.
Is because of, being away from friends and family. We know that's really important for some people, so give that some thought. And again, you can make this lifestyle anything you want. You don't have to do it full-time. You could be half-time or part-time and then spend a lot of time with family and friends. So there's ways to still get out here and do what you want.
Don't full-time RV if you have a health problem where you feel like you need to be close to specific doctors or hospitals.
Right, I think that's becoming a little bit less now with telemedicine and online stuff.
Yeah.
But if you have a serious medical condition and you have to be really close to specific facilities for something, it might be difficult. You might have to go out for short trips or part-time, or so medical is a big deal when you're on the road. So consider medical issues before you full-time RV.
Right. There's also people that do have specific doctors they like to see on the regular, and we just make sure we make our rounds and make it back to a certain place by a certain time for like a yearly checkup and visits. And if you have a favorite doctor, that could be a solution for you.
Right. Well, I just had a doctor appointment, and it was my first time over the phone with him, which was great. It worked out fine. But we still are going to be heading back to Minnesota, where they're going to do all the blood work and all that kind of stuff. And that kind of has to be done on site.
Yes. This one. Don't RV if you have a hard time conserving water. It is still a challenge for me when we're boondocking and our water tanks are full. That's what we're using, but that's all we have. So washing dishes, you have to be super minimal at using water. Taking showers have to be quick, and it's not my favorite, but to get some of those cool boondocking spots, it'll be worth it for a couple days, but a couple days only.
You have to be very mindful of the water, and when you're in a sticks and bricks, or even in an RV, like we are in a park where it's unlimited water resources, you get into that habit of just leaving the faucet on a little too long, and as soon as you disconnect from the faucet, it's like you got to change that programming to using as little water as possible.
And then it means even while you're traveling and you're stopping at rest stops, or if you're overnighting, boondocking and rest stops along the way in your travels, limit your water usage. You never know when the next time you're going to have access to water and dump station.
And our final reason you might not want to RV
is if you don't like to drive.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of driving involved, depending on how much you travel, and some people don't care for that.
We both drive.
Yeah, we both drive, and I wouldn't say we do really long days.
No.
We try to keep it, 4 to 6 hours?
Yeah, we kind of like take it easy and just, yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. We're just keeping it cool as a cucumber.
Keep it on the level.
Keep it on the level.
Keep the wheels on the ground.
Level roads. Did we get all the reasons, do you think? I bet we haven't.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think we got them all. I bet you guys have more, and you can list them down in the comments to help all of our viewers.
Let us know if you're second guessing your decision about going full time.
Which ones made you second guess?
Yeah, we really appreciate you watching the video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it.
And thank you for subscribing.
We will see you guys in the next...
I wasn't ready.
We'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.